What's up, beer drinkers? How y'all doing this week? Oh, we got another great show for you again this week. Not only do we drink and review some delicious beers, but we also have our beer news, talk about a little local merger of brewing companies. By local, I mean here in Arizona, and specifically in Phoenix. And then for the cold brew list, we go through the upcoming rookie class, so to speak, in Coach's Corner. And then we also have some stats about past Coach's Corners. And then we rate our beers, of course, on Untapped. And then on our Drunken Shenanigans, Sorcerer Chromatic tells us about his daughter losing her first tooth. His eldest daughter losing her first tooth. So good for her, and good for that little family developing quite nicely. That's kind of weird to say, but I meant it all in positive vibes. And then talk about my daughter's small birthday party. She turned 14 this past weekend. It was splendid. I loved it, and parents came down, and we had a good time as well. And then we talk about a little bit about preseason football, and then finally we wrap it up with the, I don't know how else to say it, but the infamous War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube. It was something else. Can't believe Sorcerer Chromatic made me watch it, and then we have some serious takes on it. I do want to clear something up on Coach's Corner. I said the Cleveland Browns, their head coach, I said his name was Stefanik. It's Stefanski. Totally blew that. I even say it twice. Say it twice incorrectly. But yeah, so apologize for that. For any Browns fans out there. If you're a Browns fan, you're used to disappointment anyway. All right, don't forget to follow us on Untapped and on Instagram, Cold Brew Podcast. And you can find this show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Podbean.com. So without further ado, it's time for another Cold Brew. Coming at you pre-recorded from Cold Brew Studios. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we're here to talk about beer.
Yes, we are.
How you doing this week, man?
Not bad. Not bad. It seemed like a quick week. Crazy or milestones galore. My kids started school, so they're all both up a level. Now my youngest is still in preschool, but my older one's in kindergarten, and she lost her first tooth today. So that's big news.
Very nice.
Yeah,
it's a huge milestone in development wise, you know.
Right.
So that's awesome, dude. That's great. Yeah, I was talking about it with my ex, and our daughter lost it like right before she graduated from preschool. So right before she turned 5 and went into kindergarten. So it was around the same time. Yeah, it's great, man. And another milestone, you know, I don't know about milestone because my daughter was a teenager last year, but she had her birthday this week. So our parents were down here and had a good time. Had a great weekend. And I'll talk a little bit about it later.
Word.
All right, so let's get to the beer, shall we?
Yes.
All right, so I have in front of me from our good friends down in Glendale, California, by Paperback Brewing Company. I have their Babe. Yeah. What's that?
The home of Cold Trickle.
That's right. The home of Cold Trickle. I have a Baby Bunny with a chainsaw. I don't know if I thought I had the predecessor to this, which was Bunny with the chainsaw. Thought I had it on the show. I know I've had the beer before because I took the label off and put it on my fridge. But this is a double dry hopped hazy IPA, 6.5% alcohol by volume. It doesn't have the hops listed, but I will look it up because I went looking for the original to compare and contrast. So I'll let you know on the other side of that. After you're done with introducing yours, I'll let you know what I find. So pop off. What do you got?
All right. I have from the Firestone Vintage Series, I have their Old Man Hatton.
I like how
It's
you
one of
said
their
it.
cocktail. Well, it is spelled that way. Okay, so let's
Oh, okay.
back up a little bit. It's from their cocktail inspired a series. That it's a bourbon barrel aged cocktail inspired blended ale.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a takeoff Manhattan. Now, if you look at the print on the label, yeah, it's 3 words. It's Old Manhattan. And I wonder if
Oh,
they couldn't put Manhattan as in like because it's not the correct drink.
yeah. I see what you mean. Like a
Yeah,
sort of like a because it's not the actual
false.
cocktail, so they
Yeah,
have to. Yeah.
right. But it's in the realm with it's an alcoholic beverage. So yeah. All
Very
right.
nice.
So let me do I need to do the whole breakdown? I'll just do the
Yeah.
second part. Old Manhattan is a barrel aged mashup of two classic drinks, the Old Fashioned and the Manhattan. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense
Huh.
too.
Hmm.
The um, the base beer of Old Manhattan is a blend of Velvet Merkin, Bravo, and Sticky Monkey,
Ooh.
aged in whiskey barrels. The twist comes from select lots of Parabola and Eldorado that were aged in barrels previously used to mature cherry, orange, and aromatic bitters. The
Mm.
result is a barnstorming beer that exhibits pronounced whiskey notes while artfully expressing essences of both the old fashioned and the Manhattan cocktails. Enjoy Old Manhattan now or cellar in a cool, dark place between 45 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit, allowed to warm up in the glass when serving. And this is it's a little bit of an older one. This is their 2019 offering.
Oh, nice. So you've been cellaring it for a while.
Yeah, exactly. So I think without further ado, cap off.
Very nice. All right. So I was
Ooh.
going back and forth with
By the way, I
the.
can smell
Yeah.
the aromas as soon as I cracked it.
Nice.
Very strong.
Yeah. So I was checking out the difference between the bunny with the chainsaw and this double dry hopped. Dude, the bunny with the chainsaw is an 8.2, 8.2% ABV, and it is um got Idaho 7 and Eldorado hops. This one
Ah, of course.
is is like I said, the 6.5%, but it has a lot different hop profile. It has Citra, Crush, and Cashmere hops. So not even the same hops, and it's only 6.5. That's why it's the baby bunny. And funny enough, they have a badass bunny with the chainsaw. That's their triple IPA. But since I don't have it here, I'm not gonna. I'll spare you the details. But this was really good. Um, it has a very citrusy upfront flavor notes, and throughout the whole thing. And on the backside, it's bright. It's kind of like an orange and some tropical notes in there, like a little bit of papaya and guava, those type of tropical fruit notes, I should say, and a little bit of floral in there. I'm getting a little bit of floral on the nose, but not much. Just a hint, just to let me know it's there. So very good, man. Very good. Double dry hopped, and since it's 6.5, you can have a couple more of these and still be all right.
Oh, jeez.
So how's your big badass concoction?
Wow. A lot of flavor going on here. You taste the barrel agedness. You
Yeah,
taste gosh, I'm not sure if I taste like the Eldorado or the Sticky Monkey, but you get that what do I want to say? You know how they have like that bitterness to them without being hoppy. They just
yeah.
have that bite. That's just coming through right now.
Okay.
Um, real quick, dark in color, but not like a stout. It's a little bit lighter. Um, non-existent foam presence, but it really smells like you really smell the barrel aging on this one.
You
I
can
like it
smell it.
exactly.
Very nice. All right, so we will rate. Excuse me, little burp there. Rate our beers later on during our Untapped portion of the show. Don't forget to follow us on Untapped. Search Cold Brew Podcast and friend us, and we'll friend you back. But right now, it's time for some beer news. All right, so I just have one story to make it a little quick hitter for y'all out there. And this is more of a local story, but still, it's kind of the sign of the times, I would think. The headline comes to us from the Faline KTAR News. Arizona's Huss Brewing and PHX Beer Company merge to form Zonified Beverages. So Huss Brewing has been around for a long time here in Arizona, and they're pretty well established. However, I have noticed that they've been kind of receding. They actually closed the tap room in Central Phoenix, and so now they're merging with PHX Beer Company. They used to be Phoenix Beer Company, then PHX bought them out. And from what I hear from my insiders, not that it's a big.
Doesn't PHX stand for Phoenix?
Right. Well, they rebranded. Let's put it that way. Some new owners came in and rebranded it. Anyway, so they thank you very much. But from what I hear, they one of the owners, because it's like a group, it's like one of those group, like someone, like the groups who buy like NBA teams. It's like one. Anyway, a group that bought. There you go. They got some investors. Anyway, one of them's got deep pockets. I'm talking like 10 figures deep pockets.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me get to the story real quick. This just came out on Friday. Two of the largest breweries in the state of Arizona have merged to create a new company that will focus on growing both brands' offerings. Huss Brewing Company and PHX Beer Company announced August 13th they have merged operations, and both brands will operate under the umbrella of a newly formed company called Zonified Beverages LLC. It's a combination of the number 2 and number 12 largest Arizona breweries, according to the latest Phoenix Business Journal research. Huss produced 24,493 barrels in 2023, the most recent data available, while PHX Beer Company produced 3,539 barrels. So that's quick story. But Huss has been around for, like I said, for a while. They're one of the bigger ones, and they are merging and to form. And a lot of people do like Huss. They have this coffee kolsch that people really dig. I don't like it only because it looks like a kolsch, and then you drink it and you got this big coffee flavor, and it's very deceiving. And it's good in the Pepsi taste test. A little shot, little taster of it. Oh, this is great. But a full can of it, no, I can't do it. That's just my own personal preference. But they also bought out another. Well, they didn't buy them out. One brand was going out, and I think they just bought it just for the recipe for a Papago orange wheat beer, and that one's a really, really popular one in the valley. It's basically an orange wheat beer, but it's really good. And what else? Huss has a few other. They're just very well entrenched here in Arizona. And PHX, they are okay. Their beers taste like they're supposed to, but it's just nothing that, like, if you're going to a beer festival, you're not getting in line for PHX Beer Company. Well, you're not waiting in a long line. Let's put it that way. But they're good. I mean, if you have it, if you see it on tap and it's your only craft beer choice, you're like, yeah, give me a PHX IPA or a lager, because they're going to taste good and they're consistent. And I think that's a good way to put it. And I interviewed Adam. Shoot, I'm going to mess up his name. Like Wojcik, I think that's how you pronounce it. Like in 2020, like during COVID, during lockdown, I went out there and I interviewed him. And one thing I noticed when I was in that place was they had pre-printed cans, like stacks of them, like not just 4 or 5 cases. I'm talking pallets, stacks of pallets with pre-printed cans. So that kind of, you don't see that in a local craft brewery very often. So that kind of reaffirms what I heard recently, that someone in that little investor group has really deep pockets. But yeah, I wish them all the best. I hope this works out for both of them, and it's a lucrative endeavor. So good for them. But the reason I say it's kind of like the sign of the times is because a lot of craft breweries are starting to close and starting to board up shop. And I think one of the ways that they can start surviving is merging or forming partnerships or joint things, like a canarchy, something like that, but maybe not as extreme as that.
I
So
mean, yeah, we talk about that too, where like it happens. I mean, yeah, big beer, Bud Light, and got a expanded their profile in the market, and
yeah,
they can only buy so many, and yeah, there's a lot of good recipes out there. So yeah, the fact that maybe some of these beers survive and have longevity after their their creation brewery closed,
right.
it's still a positive for the beer community, I
Yeah.
feel.
Yep. Yeah, because they're not going away. They're just kind of helping each other out, and maybe the Zonify is gonna produce some really awesome beers. So we'll see. Time will only tell.
Word.
All right, so that's all I have for the beer news this week. So do you know what that means?
I think I do. But hold up, real quick.
Yeah.
Forgot to read the vitals on my beer.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, real quick, Firestone Old Manhattan. The OG on this bad boy was 24.3 Plato, and
Yeah.
final OG was 7.0 Plato. The yeast is a British ale. The IBU is 30 units. The cases, they said 3,000 cases produced, and the SRM is 84, and then this bad boy is 9.60% ABV, which for as much aroma as you get and taste you get, you'd
Yeah.
think it was a little bit higher. However, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. This is warmed up, opening up a little bit. A lot of flavor profile going.
Oh, very good. Very good. I think you didn't read the vitals because I think I skipped over you. So if that's the case, I'm sorry.
That was the thing is I read a lot from the box, and then
Bro, yeah.
I said cap off, and next thing I know, we're going to the news.
All right. Mm. A little sip of beer for the working man. All right, so let's get to it, man. One of my favorite segments of all time. It's now time for the cold brew list.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, so this week well, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
You ready for some football?
Oh man, I've been ready since the beginning of February.
All right. Well, um, as an ode to the NFL, this week's beerless story will be featuring the new contestants in Coach's Corner.
Very nice.
All right, we got 8 this year, right?
Yeah, I think so.
No, 7. 7.
7? Okay. No, yeah, I think you're right. It is
So,
7.
but that's still almost a quarter of the league when you think about it. So,
Yeah.
um, here we go. So, I know 2 preseason full swing. We'll talk a little about that. But real quick, the first guy on this list, Ben Johnson, the Chicago Bears, they did a number this weekend on the Bills.
Yeah, they did.
You
I
know,
mean, yeah,
that's
sure.
the thing too.
Yeah.
It's like with the NFL Network. I'm not sure what game's live and what game's been played already too. You know?
Very, very true. Yeah, the most of the number ones didn't start for the Bills, and that's but they just made so many mistakes. Even guys trying to make the team, it's like you cannot be doing this in preseason.
Yeah. All right. So Chicago Bears, they got Ben Johnson
Mhm.
coming from off the Lions as an OC coach.
Yeah.
So what's a division rival jumping
Yeah.
ship and getting the chance at it. See how that goes. Here we go. Next, this is just alphabetically.
Okay.
The Cowboys got Brian Schottenheimer.
Yeah.
Uh, Many longtime fans will recognize the last name. Yes, he is the son of shoot, is it Bill
Marty.
Schottenheimer? Marty Schottenheimer. Um, So he's with the Cowboys now, and he was promoted from offensive coordinator with the Cowboys to now head coach.
Yeah.
And I believe this is for both Ben and Brian. It's their first go around.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Next is Jacksonville Jaguars. They got Liam Cohen, the previous OC with the Buccaneers, is now the head coach of the Jaguars.
Very nice.
He
Yeah, they
he resurrected Bakey a little bit. So,
I was about to say that he had a good year last year with the Buccaneers.
Yeah. Next, the Las Vegas Raiders. Still winless in this preseason.
That's right.
They actually get Pete Carroll. How old is he now? 73?
70, yeah. Yeah, mid-70s, man.
Well, Carroll was let go last year, but stayed on in Seattle as some sort of advisor role, if I'm correct. I don't know if that really was to his liking or panned out like it planned. However, he's up and out, and he's in the desert doing some things with that Raiders roster.
Yeah.
And working with Brady.
Working with Brady, who did his best to emulate Al Davis this weekend with the white starter jacket.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I had to take a sip.
No, I get
next
it.
is New England Patriots, and not to jump the gun and stats in this, but this is a back-to-back position, right? Because they had a contestant last year.
Yep, Jared Mayo, I think.
Mayo.
Right?
Yeah, Gerard Mayo.
Gerard.
Did he finish the year? I forgot if he finished the year.
Oh, that's a good question. Shoot, I don't have the stats in front of me. Sorry, I don't have that stat in front of me.
All right. Well, regardless, Vrabel is now there. He was previously with the Titans. I forgot who he worked with. Who did he work with last year, though?
He's been out for a couple years.
Really? No, it's just been a year. But I thought he was like an assistant somewhere. Memory.
Oh, an assistant.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he's with the Patriots now. And then New Orleans Saints.
Right.
They have Kellen Moore.
Yeah. I think he's new too. This is his first OC or head coach job, right?
I believe so. Yeah. Well, wait. Yeah. Because he was OC with the Cowboys for a while, and then I guess he was with the Chargers too.
Yeah,
but
he was OC that infamous playoff game against. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm talking over you. Go ahead.
Right. I think when the Chargers got Harbaugh, that's when he left. So I don't know who he's with more recent, but
oh, that's right. He was there. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say he was the OC on the infamous playoff game with the Niners when they messed up the final 4 seconds or whatever it was, right? 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
You mean the Raiders?
No, I meant the Cowboys, because you said he was with the Cowboys. Wasn't he the OC when they?
Oh, I think so, but I mean, that's not on him. I mean, he called the plays. The guys had to get down the field to get it off. I'm not blaming the OC for that. You know.
All right.
I'm not blaming anyone for that. I just you didn't have time. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, I think Cowboys fans had got to put the blame on someone. Anyway, yes. All right, kids, let's keep going.
Not Dak or Jerry. Or
no, of course, never.
Or Michael.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, New York Jets. Aaron Glenn, he was a former DB for the Jets, and he was a defensive coordinator for the Lions. Now getting a crack in the Big Apple.
Very nice.
All right, so those are the 7 players so far. Anyone on the hot seat?
Oh man, that's a good one. Probably, maybe. I think. I don't know. I don't know who would be on the hot seat right now. No one really comes to mind sticks out. Who would be on the hot seat if they don't have a great season? Well, but there's always one or two, right? We'll always have one or two mid-season firings. So we'll see. I do have a couple
right now. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I do have a couple interesting stats. I didn't write down the names of the coaches, but there are 6 teams that are 3-timers on our in Coach's Corner. I'll just name these off because there's 3 4-timers, and maybe you could think of that one, and then one team that had it 3 years in a row.
Well, I want to say it's the Niners for that because that's why we started this whole thing.
Yeah, but you didn't do it until Shanahan became the coach. So
really?
Yeah, so that was they're in the one-timers club.
Oh,
Them, it's funny, not funny, but it's just coincidental. That year, 2017, that's the first year we did this, or that you did this. Okay. The 49ers, Rams, and Bills were all on that, and that was the only time they've been on the Coach's Corner.
Huh.
So Shanahan, and you know who the Rams got, right?
McVay.
Yeah, and you know who the Bills got?
The homie they have now, right? I forgot his name.
Yeah, and I'm totally blanking on his name, even though I've been watching Hard Knocks. God damn it. That's how memorable it is. Scott McDermott.
There you
go. Anyway, so on the 3-timers club, the Panthers, the Chargers, the Bears, the Jets, the Cardinals, and the Browns. In the 4-timers club, there's 3 teams. Can you hazard a guess on the 3 teams, who they might be?
The 4-timers club, Coach's Corner. Texans?
No.
Okay.
Texans have actually only been once. Oh no, twice.
Really? Okay, I thought twice. Denver?
Yeah, Denver. There you go. Good job. There's one.
How many are there total?
There's 3 of them, so you have 2 more left.
Jacksonville?
Yeah, there you go. There's 2 of them right. Oh, you got 1 more left, man.
The Raiders?
Oh shit! Damn, dude, being again, you got it, man. All those are the Raiders, the Jaguars, and the Broncos are all in the 4-timers club. Good job, dude. All right, let's see if we can guess this. Which team? There's only one team has done it. Had 3 in a row.
3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drawing a blank.
I'll give you
the Raiders, right?
No, it wasn't the Raiders. They did have let's see, where are they on my list? 2 years in a row, the last 2 years, but in 2022, that coach lasted a season and a half. I'll give you a hint. This team is in the 3-timers club. So you want me to run down the list again?
Yeah.
Panthers, Chargers, Bears, Jets, Cardinals, Browns. One of those teams 3 years in a row.
The Chargers?
No, not the Chargers.
Browns.
There you go. Yeah, you got it. The Browns, 2018, 2019, and 2020. I think Stefanik, right? Is he's the coach right now?
Is he?
Yeah. Or Stefanik he came from Minnesota, I believe. From that tree. But anyway, yeah, good job, man. You know your segment very well.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, I couldn't tell you who those 3 coaches were. Shoot, I mean, I saw them and I should have wrote them down. That was my bad when I was doing the research on this. But anyway, and I tried to see if there was any coaches that have been on been on the list more than once, but I think it was too late. I thought Josh McDaniels would be on there, but I think we started keeping track after his stint on the Broncos and only when he was on the Raiders. And then I thought again with Brian Flores, but it was only once with Miami in 2019. So I couldn't find any two-timers as far as coaches.
I mean, yeah, and especially going back to only 17. I mean, I think Vrabel is probably one of the only few.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, because
I'm thinking too, like interim head coaches that kept it. I mean, other than Antonio Pierce. I mean, I don't think anyone else did, right?
oh yeah, Pierce, and there I thought I saw one other Raheem Morris, I think, for the Falcons.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But anyway, all right, man. Can't wait for the season to see how it unfolds and see if these guys. I mean, I know they all can't be Super Bowl winners, but I would like less than 7 per year. Can we just get like 3 or 4 per year, please?
Right.
Jeez. But anyway, man, how's your beer treating you?
Good, good. As it warms up, a lot more flavor. It's one you just need to sip and savor. It's not a day crusher by any means.
Right.
But yeah, put it this way: the ABV is very misleading on this one because it just has so rich flavor. You think it's a little bit deeper.
Very nice. So, I was trying to think of it. What would the opposite of a day crusher? It'd be a night sipper, right?
Yeah, or an evening sipper.
Evening sipper. Yeah, there you go. All right, so Old Manhattan. I found it.
Morning
2009.
sipper. No, sorry.
Old Manhattan, 2019, correct?
Yes.
All right. So let's see. It got over 8.7 thousand ratings on it. None of our friends have rated it. What would you like to rate it?
I'm gonna just want a 4.25.
Oh, very nice. It has an average right now of 4.15. So you're just pretty much right there.
Right.
Yeah. What notes would you like to leave?
Oh, geez. Rich, strong, and aged.
Nice. Rich, strong, and aged. Save and check in. Yeah, so this baby bunny with the chainsaw, it's good. As it opened up a little bit, I get some like melon flavors to it. Kind of like a cantaloupe almost. A cantaloupe, because I'm thinking like orange type of melon. So that cantaloupe is the first comes to mind. I thought it was papaya, but it's not, or guava, but it's not. It's more of a melon than a tropical flavor. And it took me a while to figure that out. But I like it. I think it's really good. I think the bunny with the chainsaw is a little bit better. And I'm really dying to try the badass bunny with the chainsaw, because if it's a triple, man, it's got huge bold flavors to it. But that's neither here nor there. So baby bunny with the chainsaw, I'd give it just like you with yours, I'd give this one a 4.25. Right now is a rating of 3.88. None of our friends have rated it, so I will be the first, and I am going to say it is bright citrus-y and probably sweet. It is a little on the sweet side. So 4.25 and check in. All right. Very nice. Yeah, so you said your daughter lost her first tooth. Is she super excited about it?
Oh yeah, yes, because it was wiggly for like a week now.
Okay. All right. How'd it
Less
come
than
out?
actually.
Was she messing with it or
Nothing.
something?
Probably, yeah.
Like moving it back and forth with her tongue, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Did she say if it hurt or anything, or?
No, she said it didn't hurt because there was a lot of blood.
Okay.
It just natural, and she said it didn't hurt, but it was bleeding quite a bit. I'm like, dang, girl, I had to get her some extra napkins, but she
Yeah,
was
yeah.
fine. It stops. It stopped eventually.
Yeah, right. Like they're like they're supposed to. If your blood clots. No,
Yeah.
that's awesome, man. Yeah. So since she's not around, she can't hear anything. How much is the Tooth Fairy gonna leave her?
I don't know how much are they hitting for these days.
Well, with tariffs and everything, maybe like $20.
Yeah. Uh,
Oh man, that's so great. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, yeah.
I should do an IG question. How much is the tooth fairy?
Yeah. See what the internet tells you.
Well,
Does she know about the Tooth Fairy? You guys tell her about that?
yeah, we just told her to leave it for the tooth fairy.
Oh, okay. Right on. You guys should show her the movie Tooth Fairy with Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh geez.
What about your youngest daughter? What does she think about it, or she don't care?
No, she just says her sister's growing to a big girl and all that stuff.
Oh,
She's
that's
yeah.
cool. Very supportive. I like it. Um, Oh, switching to my daughter, she had her 14th birthday party this weekend, and only a few girls showed up. She didn't invite a lot of kids. She didn't want like a big old huge blowout like we have done in the past. In fact, we had enough, or it was small enough where we actually got to take them out. Well, they came over, and then I made sure all the food is ready so they can eat right away. And then we hung out until about 3:30. Then we went over to an escape room. We took her and my daughter and her friends to an escape room. Her mom and I did, and we did that, and that was funny. That was fun. That was a Goonies themed escape room, and yeah, they're all the girls did really good. They're really smart, clever, very good, cooperative team building thing, and then and we her mom and I stepped in every once in a while to when they got a little stuck or to nudge them in the right direction, but we pretty much just let them take care of it. And then we went back to the house and had some cake. And then the girls went swimming until they got picked up. So all in all, it was very fun, man. It was very fun, memorable birthday party for me anyway. I really dug it. I thought it was cool. And as far as beer goes, I just grabbed the 12 pack 805. I knew I was going to be the only one drinking craft beer. And so yeah, and I wanted to be able to last the whole time. I didn't want to get all out of hand. In fact, I didn't even drink until we got back from the escape room. So I yeah, had a good time, and yeah, I can't wait for next year. No wonder what next year is gonna hold. But did you get to watch the 49ers Raiders preseason game?
Yes, I did. I did. I didn't watch
But
it.
I mean, any impressions on either team?
Last week I still got to say, it's just preseason. You
Right.
can't get too high with it. Don't get too down with it. I thought first team looked good. Purdy actually played, had a nice
Yeah.
drive, a little stalled out and settled for three. Speaking of settling for three, yeah, I was disappointed. Moody missed one early in the
Yeah.
game, but in the big scheme of things, well, two big schemes of things. If that game was the Super Bowl, we won the Super Bowl. But you know, but the thing I was bringing up is like, I don't really want to be kicking 6 field goals a game either. He
Right.
was
Yeah.
he was 5 for 6. Okay, um, he had that ugly chip shot that still went in, but yeah, he missed a 53 yarder. And I don't know. If you're up by 10 and your kicker misses a 53 yarder, are you really that mad? Versus if you're down by 7 and he misses a 53 yarder,
Right. Yeah.
it's gonna happen. Just no one's 100%. So the big one though, the 59 yarder to redeem. I mean, yeah, the grudge match rivalry is still there too. So I'm happy that we left the desert with the W. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, first team looked good. Um, Defense, I don't know. There's still some holes. I know that Ganti kid or Janti, however you say it,
Yeah.
he's a beast.
He's a stud, yeah.
You put Lenore on the highlight reel, but
Right.
that's, that's another thing is like Demo, man. It's only preseason, you know.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that Puni got hurt. He hurt his PCL. That
Right.
kind of sucks.
But everyone was still up on it, and like because I listened to like the podcast, the post game and stuff like that.
Hmm.
A lot of people, even though it's PCL and it's important, people are talking about how he was back on the sideline with street clothes, no crutches, no ice, no
Oh, okay,
cart.
yeah,
I mean, granted, he was sitting on the bench, but at least um, and yeah, they didn't need to throw him in the MRI, but the fact that it wasn't wrapped up in ice or anything like that shows promise.
yeah. Maybe just a couple
Uh,
of hyperbaric chambers every other night or something.
but yeah, possibly just keep the swelling down and
Yeah,
yeah, limited duty. So yeah, so he's a scratch for week 3, which is
yeah,
fine. Let,
right.
let some other guys get some burn. Um, yeah, I mean, Mac Jones had the pick, but he still looks sharp. Um,
I thought,
yeah, I don't know. This is a fun preseason game. It was entertaining, but at the same time, I didn't dig too deep into it.
yeah, I was disappointed in the offensive and defensive line in the first quarter. I thought they kept getting repeatedly blown off the ball, and you know, Brock Purdy was able to, pull a couple plays out of his ass to sustain the drives and go down because he's that good of a player. But yeah, I was very disappointed in the offensive and defensive line in that first quarter. But then they settled down. I know they probably took all the ones out on both sides and the twos and threes played, but you gotta show up, man. You gotta put hat on hat and make you know make some plays. So other than that, but like you said, it's preseason. Not gonna read too much into it, but still, I still would have liked it to been more equal. It seemed like it was one sided in the first quarter. But anyway,
No, for sure.
yeah, and that's about it. And then you mentioned the Bills and Bears, and it was so one sided, man. I have no idea what the hell the Bills were doing. It's bad enough it's preseason, and then it's a blowout. On top of that, we ended up changing it. It was so bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, man. That's all I have for this week. Oh no, I have one more thing. One more thing. War of the Worlds.
Ice Cube, what are you doing, bro?
So I was watching it. Right. This is my first take. You asked me to watch it, so I'm gonna tell you what my take was on it when I first watched it, and I was done with it. I was thinking, man, what the hell was that? Why was everyone like? Why did everyone have their own camera? Why weren't what? There was really nobody in the same scene together. And then I'm like, wait a minute. When did they film this? And they filmed it in 2020, 2021, around there. It was during COVID. It was during lockdown. This was a lockdown movie.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw some review pods on that too, saying that yeah, the prime production was during COVID, so it was isolated. But yeah, the fact that there was no um, two people weren't in the same room together to act
Right.
with. It was
To
just
act off each
basically
other.
yeah, talking to a screen, and it's like the timing too. It's like one call would end and another call would pick up, or one call would end and some text would come through, and then he'd make a
Yeah.
call, and it's just like, all right, or a call would end and it's time to hack a camera because someone pulled up at the right spot. Just
Right.
it's all super coincidental.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I get it. It could it have worked, or could have it been done better with the same? I forgot because one of the reviewers called that type of format where like it the one of the main actors or hero or whatever is interacting on the screen. Like there's like a few scary movies like that, and another
Yeah.
that style movie can work. Just I don't know if it's necessarily War of the Worlds that could work like that
Yeah.
as
I don't
much
know
as
why
they
they
adapted
chose
the
that.
script.
I don't know why they chose that script to begin with, or that story, I should say, because it's been done so many other times. And I mean, you're not going to do it much better than Steven Spielberg did it.
Right.
But the one thing that I was thinking too was, would this have worked if they put it out a lot sooner? They waited until 2025 to put it out. Why? That made no sense to me. The timing of this thing was, I mean, one of the main reasons. I mean, I think if it came out closer to lockdown, people would have been like, "Oh yeah, it just happened." So I understand why they're in the different rooms at the same time.
Right. I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I don't know if that would have saved it.
Or just keep it in the can. It never had to have, why did it even have to come out in the first place?
Amazon.
Yeah, I guess so. They needed something. So Universal's like, here,
The product
you can have
placement.
the, we're not going to put this on Peacock, so here you can have it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Amazon, the product placement. That there you go. That's it. You're right. I didn't think of that. I didn't put that 2 and 2 together until you just said it right now. Even when you said it, it took me a half a second to figure that one out. Good point. That was pretty cool, actually. I mean, not cool, but that makes sense. All right. Anything else you'd like to add to this episode of Cold Brew Podcast?
No, not this week. Thank you for tuning in, listeners.
Yep. God bless and good night. Thank you for downloading yet again another Cold Brew Podcast. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we'd like to wish you cheers.
Until next time.